Oh, yo. Okay, good. There go my sound. There go my sound. I'm just testing this out. Welcome to XrayThePookie's first ever live stream. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is last minute. I just came up on something. I decided I was gonna talk. I think I want to get a YouTube thing a try. Um, you know, just to give my thoughts, my perspectives, Pookie's perspective on some of the things that's going on in the world, some of the things that's going on in the monger space, things that's going on with traveling, self building, helping men out, gain confidence, all the little things. But yeah, it is 11:20 on the West Coast. As I said, this is my first live, and I was chilling today, and I came across something online that I could not believe, and it was Zion Williamson in the lose again. I could not believe it. So I'm like, man, this is crazy. And it brought me to like a lot of guys in this space. A lot of guys in this space, they always talking about, oh, I get the bag and I got money and I got this. And it always leads me to the question of the guys to tell the guys like, well, why you go to cheap places like Sasua? And why you go to Thailand? Why you go here? You know, it always leads me to saying like, just cause you got money don't mean nothing. You're still a lame. And this fool Zion Williamson, he gets in the Olympic medalist Suni Lee DMs, and he asks her the most craziest shit ever. I couldn't believe it when I seen it. Of course, she shared it. This nigga gets in her DMs and he said, "You do gymnastics, right?" She says, "Yes." Why? The very next thing this dude said was, "That mean you can do a split on the dick, right?" Man, this nigga have no lady skills at all. Even if this is a hood rat or a porn star, which I can definitely see a nigga just going in there strong. But like this is a girl who come from a higher class and money. She's decorated. She clearly ain't hurting for money. And this nigga just go in straight up and say, I mean, the fact that she responded to me tells me that it tell me that she wanted to. She was interested. If she wasn't interested, she wouldn't even respond. And all he had to do was say the right thing. But he said that means you can do a split on the dick, right? And I think that's absolutely crazy. So she replied with, "Ew, what the fuck? You're disgusting." And he replied back, "Sorry," like Daffy Duck voice or some shit. "Sorry, I just get freaky sometimes. If you ever want to bounce on it, let me know." Now, this is a man who plays in the NBA, who makes a lot of money, clearly don't have any kind of publicist or anything because this is sexual harassment. And if her people are smart, they're definitely going to take him in and they're definitely going to be trying to sue him for sexual harassment. But again, um, this is where having some street savvy comes in at. Because when you street smart, you just know certain things. This guy, yes, I think he was raised with both parents. He went to private school. He attended Duke. That's great for him. He's extremely talented. But this guy clearly never had anybody around him to teach him anything because he clearly don't know anything to go at this woman who again is decorated and has her own money and has her own star power. He asked this woman, that means you can do a split on the dick, right? That is absolutely atrocious. No, this is the same guy that got the 40-year-old P. Orange Star pregnant. Same guy. The same guy that's always overweight and always injured, no discipline at all. And for me, I just don't understand how he is that slow where he would go and write a DM to somebody like this and not think that there can be any repercussions for it. I'm not saying this girl is the best thing in the world. I'm not saying any of that. But the way you approach women says a lot about you, especially if you're somebody in the upper echelons like he is. I'm saying all this because a lot of guys think that their money can take them overseas and it's gonna keep them a woman. And that's the main reason they yell and say, don't take her back to the States. Don't take her back to the States because they understand that they're lame. They were lame in the States. They're gonna be lame overseas. And the only thing keeping the woman around is money. That is an issue. We as men have to figure out how to approach women, how to talk to women, because that's our issue as men. That's why we don't have any success as a whole. That's why all of the women want so few of the men. And for me, when I saw this, it blew my mind and I couldn't believe it. But then I thought about this is the pattern for him. He got the 40-year-old P1 star pregnant. I mean, I, I don't understand. You're $150 million man. We have to stop thinking that because we have a bit of money that our money is just gonna overthrow everything because some people really don't care and they will expose you. This woman exposed him. Now some guys will say, see, that's why you don't deal with American women. They do things like that and put you on blast. But what would I mean if it was if you were the woman and somebody wrote you like that, you'd be like, bro, what the fuck? Like the correct thing to do for him would have been like, you do gymnastics, right? Just to see if she responded. Cause he replied to one of her stories on a picture in a black dress, and she looked good. So if I'm him and men with any game, which he had clearly has none, men with any game, when she responded, you should be licking your chops like, man, this Suni Lee. She's decorated and she responded to me. She asked why. That's your opening to be like, oh no, I've never ever been to one. I've seen your work. I was impressed when you was at USC. I would love to come through and see you. Um, Let me know when you're next time performing. I definitely pull up. I would love to see you perform. Um, I would be grateful for that. Now, if this some hood rat, you ain't even got to go that approach. I just don't understand his approach being what it was, being who she was, and knowing who she was. You got to know what to say, how to say it, and when to say it. And I think that's our problem as men. We don't know and we're too scared to ask. We're too scared to look for the answers. We're too full of pride. We shouldn't be that full of pride. Um, Again, I'm not just gonna critique. I'm gonna come on here and give away I would have did it if I was him with his money. Because clearly she responded. That means she had some interest. And he completely blew it by saying what he said. Just prerogative. It was provocative. It was inexcusable for him to come at her like that. So I don't understand it. Um, I believe he'll be sued for sexual harassment. And again, you guys can go look it up. I don't know how to work this, or else I'll put the picture up of the DMs that he sent her. But I don't know how to work it. I learned how to work this. This is my first live. I'm just coming through. Thank you for clicking on it and checking it out. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it if you like it. So I got two watching. I would love it if I can get two likes on it again. I'm just speaking my mind on this situation with Zion Williamson because it reminds me a lot of what goes on in this space, what goes on in this space with guys and money and thinking, we got some guys, I got the bag and I do this and I do that. Yeah, but you still going overseas just like the rest of us and you're buying box. If you're going overseas and you so-called got the bag like you say and you big baller and you got this and you Mr. Military man and you do all this and you do all that, if you're such a baller and you can't get a woman in the States to act right, it says a lot about you. And that's an issue for a lot of men. And honestly, I just think we just need to talk about it as men. I think we need to give each other a chance to explain and say, man, what would you do in this situation? Or what would you say to this woman? Man, this woman giving me a hard time. She ain't replying. She replying like this. What do you do? And I believe that if we can come together and we can talk about it and stop hating, that we can fix a lot of these problems because I don't see nothing wrong with going overseas and doing whatever you want to do. I do believe that we should be able to hold our own and get women here. We gotta stop blaming the women. We gotta look at ourselves too. And he's a prime example of what I mean when I say not knowing how to approach women, not knowing how to talk to women. Uh, I'm coming up on the 10-minute mark. I just wanted to address that right there. Again, this is my first live. I'm going to be doing this a lot. I don't want to have 2 and 3 hour lives. I just want to come on. Again, I'm a guy that just listens. I listen to live. Um, I don't really watch much, but I got some videos coming up that I'm gonna drop videos of my travels, of me talking about all the places I've been to through Europe and Africa, a lot about Asia and Thailand, because I hear a lot of people getting on here talking about Thailand, and they have no idea what the hell they talking about. They spill out the wrong information, they act like experts, and really they're just cornballs that done flew over to Thailand and just paying when it's all kind of free women walking around Thailand that you can bust down on and lead the club with you. So I'm gonna be talking about different topics like that, answering questions. Anybody want any questions answered, I answer it. I'm not one of them consultation guys or nothing like that. I just want everybody to prosper. I want men to prosper. So uh I'm gonna be dropping some videos. I think the first video I'm gonna drop is on Tijuana, Mexico. I got some footage on there, some actual footage inside of the clubs in Tijuana, Mexico, so guys can see what that's like. I'm gonna be trying to edit that. I have no idea what I'm doing with the editing, but I'm gonna be trying to edit that. And I'm gonna try and be consistent. I'm gonna try and do a video a day, a live a day, a couple lives a day, maybe. I got my thing going on with K9 that I'm doing. So um, that's gonna be great. I'm gonna be clipping up some things and putting that on there. So uh, anybody that's listening to this right now, if you catch the playback, I don't know shit. I didn't even know how to say that it was upcoming, but I'm gonna learn these things. I'm gonna go study and figure out how to get this together so I can engage with the people. Um, what's up, Shine? What's good, B? How you doing, man? I appreciate you being here, brother. Hey, man, I'm trying to figure it out, man. I'm trying to figure it out. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, but I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you clicking on it, man. Um, Again, I'm not gonna be long. I just want to get my feet wet. I wanted to get my feet wet to make sure that it's recording, that the stream y'all work. And then I'm gonna be doing some lives. I'm gonna be putting together some videos. I'm gonna be using computers and having so many topics and discussions where we're gonna be rating women and doing things and having fun with it. I want to bring a different energy to the space. I want to get everybody a platform, whether they like me or not. And if they don't like me, I want people to be able to come up and explain their beef with me and we can talk about it. And maybe I can change their mind and get them on my team, because to me that's what it's about. I want allies, not enemies. I want allies, not enemies. I never want enemies. So um again, I appreciate you for being here, brother. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be consistent. I promise you that I'm gonna every night I'm gonna do something with this live. And I appreciate you being here. Um I appreciate anybody that support me. I'm gonna always come. I'm gonna always be positive. I'm gonna try to stay away from negative things. And I'm gonna try and bring everybody together. I'm gonna try and set up trips and plan things together, and we can just, man, have one big therapy session as men and get better and grow. So that being said, I'm at the 13-minute mark. I wanted to stop at the 10-minute mark, but I got to come in and I had to address it. So thank you guys. All I want is to have a little dialogue, man, and have a civil, simple conversation, laugh at things, discuss things that we can discuss with our women, discuss things that we can discuss, whether it's politics or going out of the country and knocking them down. So, man, uh, anybody to catch this on the back end, just know, man, you got somebody here that's gonna try and stay on the straight and narrow. I ain't got no enemies. I'll work with anybody. I'll go on anybody's show. But I am with all that shit and I am with all that smoke if somebody wanna come at me the wrong way. Again, 14 minutes. I appreciate you. Have a good day. X-Ray the Pookie out.